Super windy out here. Hopefully this will get the video started off on a good note. We've been fishing for like 5 to 10 minutes now while I goes back in the hole. Haven't even set the cameras up. As you can tell, it's super windy. The shanty's like falling apart on us twice in the last 5-10 minutes. So I've just been focused on getting all the equipment set up for my filming stuff. That is the very first fish we saw on the graph. This awesome Panoptic just helped me catch that fish. Hopefully there's much more and much bigger walleyes to come. But I got a pretty dusty filming setup right now, but given the situation, this is about gonna be the best I can do, at least for talking to you guys. We're probably a mile out of Catawba on Lake Erie. This is pretty much first ice for Lake Erie. We're after giant trophy walleyes. We're gonna be here for I think like 4 or 5 days. If everything works, we're gonna be here for 4 or 5 days because like we found out today, the weather is gonna make all this extremely difficult for us. We were sitting in the parking lot for probably an hour and a half just because the snowmobile didn't want to start. It was just too cold. When it's like 2 degrees outside with 20-mile-per-hour winds like we have right now, nothing really wants to work. But that's the conditions we're dealt with the next 4 or 5 days. But we have a shanty. We're gonna make it work. There's some big walleyes to catch. So, what do you got?
Twisted.
Twisted. He's twisted. I'm out here with my 2 high school fishing coaches, believe it or not. We had bass fishing as part of our high school state-sanctioned sport. You taught me everything I know. Not enough though, as you guys know. So now that the shanty is finally all set up, now that it is not falling over anymore, I apologize if it's super windy. It's probably just horrible. Finally gonna put the GoPro on, hopefully get some awesome fish catches for you guys. A 10-pound walleye is the goal. My personal best is like a 27-incher from last year at Lake Winnipeg, but it wasn't that fat, it was just a male. So I'm really looking forward to getting some big fat walleyes that Lake Erie is famous for. I've been dying for years, 2 years, I shouldn't say years, it hasn't been that long. I've been dying for 2 years to get out on the ice on Erie. Wasn't sure if it's gonna happen. It's been so cold everywhere in the country. We got like 8 to 10 inches of ice. Time to make her happen. All right, we are all set up with the GoPro on my head mount now. I've never fished in a shanty with a head mount. I typically always use the chest mount. Let me know if you guys like this angle better than the chest mount. I figured it'd be better because I'm hunched over right now and a chest angle is not the best angle for that. So that's the wind we're dealing with right now. It's just about sunset. We're gonna pack it up in. Fish in a very terrible negative mood right now. I mean, just look at the weather. It's just a terrible, terrible weather day to be out here. Fish don't like it either. If I stand up off the shanty, it'll just start blowing away like a wind sail. That's how bad this is. I have to sit on it just so it doesn't fly away. Oh, snowmobile started, thank God. You guys didn't see the first part of this day. That was so bad. That noise is amazing. You do not want to be stuck a mile out on Lake Erie after the sun sets. You guys can even hear me because it's so damn windy. Morning, day 2. The bedhead is very real this morning, but that is okay. The walleye do not mind. We stayed last night and will be staying the next couple days, hopefully, if the ice holds. I'm about to tell you guys that, but we stayed in this awesome Island House Hotel in Port Clinton. It's like 10 minutes from the ramp. Awesome little boutique hotel here. Amazing, beautiful rooms. The biggest thing, this heater was just cranked. The second we got here, they knew we were coming, so I very much appreciated that for being in the cold all day. If you guys want to come out here and ice fish Lake Erie and stay in Port Clinton, I would highly recommend this Island House Hotel. I will leave it down in the description below. But the weather, I'm very concerned about. Erie is a fickle beast. Yesterday, those super strong southwest winds actually pushed the ice offshore. Let me get on my computer and show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you Google satellite image from Erie, you can look at this MODIS image. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but and then it'll give you satellite images from Lake Erie. Let's see what it looked like a couple days ago. I think this is the image. So this was New Year's Eve. It's been super cold here, as you guys know. The entire western basin of Lake Erie was completely locked in. The next couple days were single digits. This was all about 6 to 8 inches of ice. People were getting out and fishing, and I'm thinking, okay, awesome. Ice is going to be safe. We'll fish here for 5 days. Then the strong southwest winds happened yesterday, and then this is what happened. Not good. It broke all this ice up. So all this ice that was over here, wind pushed it away. All this ice that was close to shore, it pushed it away from shore. There's a couple islands right here. This is a big Peely Island. Then there's like South Bass, Middle Bass, all this. And the land is right here. That's where we were fishing off Catawba. And this small square of ice is all that was left. It gets kind of protected from the southwest wind because of these islands, but I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to fish today, much less the next couple days, because we're also supposed to have decently strong southwest winds today. If this ice breaks offshore and we are out here fishing, that is very bad, and that is a very, very expensive rescue trip at your very best situation. Guys have to get rescued on the ice every year. Not exactly sure, but I think guys die on the ice. Not every year, but it certainly happens, because look at this. I mean, literally, this ice, all this, was connected to shore yesterday. Strong winds just pushed it offshore. Can't believe that. Just getting set up now in the frozen tundra. We're like a mile and a half out. The wind is pretty bad again today, but not terrible. If you guys aren't aware, this is really what you have to do to come out here in such cold, windy conditions. First off, shanties are a must. Secondly, you gotta pack it in entirely with snow. That way the shanty stays insulated, wind doesn't rip through, because if you get a cold blast of wind in there, it'll rip all your warmth out, and it is brutally cold out here. That big block of ice that shifted off is still a couple miles to the west. I don't see any open water anywhere near us. That'd obviously be very bad and would not feel comfortable, but there's a lot of other guys out here. We're gonna drill holes. We're gonna try to stay as mobile as we can with these winds, but it's going to be challenging with the wind and the cold, like I said. Ideally, it's 20-25 degrees. You move around a ton, bounce around until you find them. Might not have that luxury today. We're gonna stick with the spoon and jig and wrap combo and see which one they like better. We've got the heater cranking. It's about to get nice and toasty in here. We'll check in once there's some action for you guys. All set up now. I got my jig and wrap. Here's the Panoptics. Here's my buddy's bait. That's his swivel. There's his bait. There's my bait. There's my swivel. I've got the unit on kind of a sensitive setting, so it's picking up the swivel. Most of these fish are coming up near the bottom, so hopefully once we start messing around with the fish, I'll get that big camera and show you guys a much closer angle. He's on you. He's on you.
I don't think they're walleye. They look small. They're small marks.
I got a good mark.
Yeah?
Oh, he hit it.
I got 3 marks on my screen right now.
Could be a perch.
He's swimming off to the left now. Yeah, he went off to the left. He just drifted off that way. Perch.
Yeah, perch.
Not good. Why are these not walleyes? You've never caught a perch out here, have you? How many times have you fished out here?
8 or 10.
I remember you saying
8 to
you never
10?
caught one.
Now we're... Oh, you had him.
Nudged it.
Now we're seeing right now is just a ton of perch down there. There's my lure going up, 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 and there's a perch chasing it. I got him. I got him.
Oh, shit. You got my line.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, you got him.
You got him. Do I still have your line too? There's a ton of perch down there. It's a pretty nice one. But you guys could see in that camera perfectly. I raced this spoon up there and he chased it down. Let me untangle this real quick. Get the perch back. There's the fish swimming back down to the bottom. You could kind of see it right there. But all those marks were just a ton of perch. We are not in the walleye hotspot. That is not what we are looking for. Come on, perch. Oh, that hit it hard. Is that a perch? Oh my God, there's a big perch. Look at that. Out here on Lake Erie, looking for big walleyes, catching big perch. Oh, my phone almost went in the hole. That guy crushed a big jig and wrap.
Stinger hook.
I mean, if you want to be eating perch, these are the best perch to eat. Should we be eating these?
If you want them. I don't want them.
You don't want
I
them?
got enough perch in the fridge.
Enough perch in the fridge. This hurts me to put back really delicious perch. Could be having a killer perch fry, but what's the perch place down the road? Jolly Rogers?
Jolly Rogers.
Jolly Rogers is all the perch we need. We got a reports of a walleye?
You have video?
Oh, I got video.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a little
it's
baby.
so-
He's a little guy.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Here, hold it up by your face.
Hold it,
I don't want any visual evidence of this.
hold it way close to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
stick it way out here. Hold on, ready? Hold on. 10-pounder.
So there's Catawba Point.
I lost him at the hole. That was funny.
There's the Bass Islands. There's an idiot about, maybe not an idiot, maybe he's on them. 2.5 miles out that way, and then most everyone is still right here, like a mile out. Ah. The size of that fish was not encouraging. Not encouraging.
Hey, it's a fish.
Are you on the hot nursery bite? What do we got? Let's see. Oh,
Yeah.
how'd you catch him?
Actually, I set my rod down so it was dead sticking, and the fish showed up. And I just snapped a couple times, and he came up just like
Oh,
last
you
one.
got cashews in here. You're prepared. We misplaced the beef
My
jerky.
secret stash. I've been using beef jerky as bait. That's how I caught this one.
Oh yeah.
No, the beef jerky.
Which set, peppered or teriyaki?
Yeah, it's good eater size. Good eater.
It's the morning of day 3. I'm just now finishing editing this video and gonna be level with you guys. I don't want to post this video at all. I'm gonna post it because I want to give you guys an update on what I'm doing, what I've been up to, because I told you guys that the 2nd through the 7th I'd be like doing this big Canada ice fishing trip to Simcoe and then Bay of Quinte for perch, Lakers, and then walleye. Well, Lake Erie froze over, as you guys saw in this video, so the temptation of that was too much. But the last 2 days has been like the most frustrating struggle of a fishing trip that I seriously have ever been in. I mean, you guys could see from this video, it's just, the video is just all over the place and it's really just a mess, and that's how the fishing's been. Like, it's so hard to film in that dark shanty with the cold. We can't move and hop around. We can't find the fish. We've talked to a bunch of people and they're not really catching them either. It's like a 1 to 3 fish day type of deal, and they're small. No one really knows if the fish are out farther, and because all the ice broke off, we can't really get out farther. I don't really know what we're going to do the next couple days, if we're going to go home, if we're going to stay and stick it out. That is to be determined, but this was a video from the first 2 days. Please, I apologize. Now I'm learning. I hate that head cam angle. I'm going to turn off the head cam. I'm going to open more windows so it's more lit. I've never really filmed much in a shanty before, so I'm learning how to film these experiences. The next videos hopefully will get a lot better with much more fish. I mean, it's Lake Erie. It is probably the premier ice fishing destination. It just was not very kind to us the first 2 days here.